Power Pump! Power Pump!
Good morning everyone, welcome to the Econ Talk Show. Today we are going to talk about how economics is affecting to real world events through an example of great plain deforestation with an article, The Oil Problem. The analysis and opinion is from the Scientific American Board of Editors. The article focuses on the destruction of rainforest in Indonesia for palm oil plantation. It states that palm oil is a significant cash crop for poor farmers in developing nations and bring Malaysia and Indonesia $40 billion a year. But at the same time, it mentions that this is critically endangered animals. They are losing habitat due to deforestation. It also comments on the carbon dioxide from logging and burning along with the draining and burning of palm oil. Should we continue to utilize trees, which is not a very sustainable approach for the use of our own benefits? What do you think about this?
Oh, I think we should not do that. You know why? Because it's it brought many profit, especially economic development. Such as spring forms money. It's helped domestic like cooking oil. It's a major cash crop for poor farmers, and it's also bring Indonesia and Malaysia $40 billion per year. It is also a biofuel. I think if we stop the plantation of all palm trees, the economy of Indonesia will drop appreciably. Following with that all people drop, and it may lead Indonesia a new economic recession because palm oil production is the second biggest industry of Indonesia and will cause a big impact.
What about you? What do you think about this?
You have a point right there, but about the profits, but I disagree with you because the palm trees also brings along with it a lot of costs that we hardly pay off, such as the resources. The plantation takes away home of many creatures, such as Sumatran tigers and rhinos. It's the renewing of the land also releases a lot of quantities of carbon dioxide. A study published online in Nature Climate Change in October rejected that with land oil palm plantation expansion, Indonesia Borneo will release 558 million metric tons of carbon dioxide in 2020. It also has huge impact on development of people's health issues. And most significantly, the opportunity cost of planting other types of trees. I think we should reduce the utilization of the palm oil. We can't just stop it because, as Joe said, it's Indonesia's second biggest industry. It will affect the whole country.
Well, the utilization of the oil palm trees comes from the two sides, and the government organization has had some efforts to work this. The most promising plan to stop it comes courtesy of the UN Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation program, which would get developed countries to pay for the developing countries from not cutting down the trees. Any comments on this, Louis?
IODS is afraid to put this plan into action because although the deforestation will affect the entire world, but it's not a responsibility for the developing country to pay for what they didn't do. Besides that, the money can give to the people that don't have conditions to go to school, for the poor people, to minimize the gap between the rich and poor. You know, where do we get the money from to have them?
This is a brilliant plan. The government of developed countries will pay the government of developing countries money to not cut down the trees. This money can be paid off for the amount of money they do not get from producing oil. So it's a great solution for short-term solution, but as a long-term solution, I think we need a more efficient way because not all the countries are willing to pay for this, and if so, they will soon stop due to the country's needs. To me, I have a better idea. We should raise the tax because it will reduce the demand for palm oil. At the same time, causes the reduction of deforestation in this country.
I will always want you. I can't live a lie running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball.
It's a new kind of currency, liquid gold, palm oil.
Don't even know what it is. Is it healthy for you?
Whether you know it or not, global demand for palm oil is skyrocketing. But at what price?
And essentially what we're seeing is a sort of ticking climate time bomb.
Some defend the right of developing nations to cash in on a lucrative industry.
Is that criminal?
Oblivious to the anonymous additive that gives their food such crunch, texture and richness, many people are unaware of the facts behind the fact.
There is no such thing as far as I'm concerned as a healthy oil.
Is it good for you, but bad for the planet? An Asian Food Channel exclusive. Palm oil, good fat, bad fat. Premieres Tuesday, July 14th on the Asian Food Channel.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear.
For the interviews, now with the information that I have gathered, I was able to draw a graph like this. In this graph, we could see that the firm is trying to invest in a palm oil plantation. With this, they're destroying the land, making space for growing palm tree. Ultimately, they can gain a lot of money. The social cost in this situation here is destroying the land, creating a lot of pollution, releasing CO2 gas, and killing off the animal. As you can see in the diagram, we have private cost and private benefit, which is at the normal equilibrium. This equilibrium is the price and quantity that the firm is willing to make to gain the best profit. But what they doesn't know is, from this equilibrium, there's an exceed in social cost. As you can see, the social cost curve above. With this high social cost curve, the environment is forced to pay out for the damage that the firm have done with their normal equilibrium. The only way to support the environment is if the firm can change their normal equilibrium level of production to social optimal level of production. With this, they have to reduce their quantity, increase the price, so now they can have extra money, which it can help them pay off for the damage that they have done to the environment. Some example of what they can do to help the environment is through planting more trees, getting better equipment. But with the new social optimal equilibrium level of production, the firm will gain less revenue, less profit, meaning less money. Thank you for listening.
Now, in conclusion, should we continue utilizing the oil palm trees? No, we shouldn't utilize the oil palm trees because this negative impact on the environment